Hello students, good time to all. I am Chandan Kumar Pradhan. Welcome to your YouTube channel Chandan Physics. In this video, we are going to discuss Gauss divergence theorem. Let's begin. Gauss divergence theorem is one of the relation between the surface integral and volume integral. By using this theorem, we can convert from volume integral to that of surface or from surface integral to that of volume integral. What is that of statement of Gauss divergence theorem? It states that the surface integral of the normal component of a vector function, let that is f vector, around a closed surface S is equal to the volume integral of the divergence of f vector taken over the volume V enclosed by the surface S, and it is mathematically represented as the surface integral of that of vector with that of surface, that is f dot n cap ds, that is ds vector, is equal to the volume integral of that divergence to that of vector, that is grad dot f dv, where n cap is the unit vector normal drawn outward. This one is the statement of Gauss divergence theorem. Now we prove that particular theorem, that is Gauss divergence theorem. Look here how we prove this theorem. Let f vector is equal to f1 I cap plus f2 j cap plus f3 k cap. So divergence of that of vector, that is grad dot f vector, is equal to I cap del by del x plus j cap del by del y plus k cap del by del z dot a vector f1 I cap plus f2 j cap plus f3 k cap. The result of this dot product will be grad dot f is equal to del f1 by del x plus del f2 by del y plus del f3 by del z. This is the result of grad dot f, the divergence of that of given vector f vector. Hence, from the mathematical formulation of that Gauss divergence theorem, we have putting its respective values of that of a vector and grad dot f, that is the surface integration over S. In place of f vector we can write f1 I cap plus f2 j cap plus f3 k cap dot ds vector, that is n cap ds, is equal to the volume integral over v grad dot f, that is the divergence of that of given vector. We find that of divergence value, that is del f1 by del x plus del f2 by del y plus del f3 by del z dv. For that of Cartesian plane, in place of dv I can write dx dy dz. Therefore surface integral over S, that value f1 I cap f2 j cap plus f3 k cap dot n cap ds is equal to the volume integral del f1 del x del f2 del y del f3 del z. In place of dp I can write that is dx dy dz. That is equation number 1. Now, how to evaluate this volume integral? For that of particular case, we have to introduce a figure. Let S be a closed surface such that any line parallel to the coordinate axis meets it in at most points, most 2 points. Here I draw x, y, z and that surface, let S be the surface as we discussed till now. Again, let S1 and S2 be lower and upper portions of S. Having equations z is equal to f2 xy and z is equal to f1 xy. Let that S is divided into two surfaces, that is entire S, this whole is S, and that is divided into two surfaces. Let that upper portion will be S1 and the lower portion, this portion, let S2, and these two equations of these surfaces are given as having normals with normals n2 cap and n1 cap respectively. As shown in the figure, look at the figure. What is that of n1 cap and n2 cap? Let I consider an elementary surface area to that of surface S1. Let that unit vector will be k cap, sorry, that is n1 cap, that is n1 cap. And again the elementary surface in S2, the unit vector, let it be n2 cap. K cap is that of first surface, the whole surface S, unit vector of that of whole surface S, that is k cap, and the angle between k cap and n cap, let that is gamma 1, and angle between k cap and n2, k cap and n2, let that is gamma 2. Angle between n cap and k cap, that is gamma 1, and angle between n2 cap and k cap, that is gamma 2. Here is the angle gamma 2. Again, let R be the projection of S on xy plane. The projection of S, that is the whole surface, on that of xy plane. Now we draw that projection. And that elementary portion, that is the projection on that of R surface. These are the parallel lines. Okay, that is the whole figure. Now we evaluate the integral. Now let us evaluate the integration, that is vector integral del f3 by del z, del x, del y, del z on that of xy plane, that is the region R. Now integration over from that of limit z from f1 xy to z is equal to f1 xy, the limit of z from this to this, sorry, this one is f2 to f1. Okay, that is del f3 by del z dz dx dy is equal to integration over R f3 x y f1. Evaluate that particular integral minus f3 x y f2 dx dy, that equation number 2. Here look at the figure. R is the projection of S on xy plane. For that of a region, we can say for S1, here we write R is the projection of the surface S on xy plane. But for S1 is the upper surface of that of S. We have projected area. The projected area is equal to the original area. as S is the projection on xy plane, and for that of S1 the projected area will be equal to that of original area. What is that of original area? The original area is nothing, that is the cosine of angle between the normal of the surface and the coordinate plane. The original area is the angle between the cosine angle between the normal of the surface and the coordinate plane, which implies the projected area, that is dx into dy, is equal to the cosine angle, that is cos gamma 1. Gamma 1, look at the figure, this is the gamma 1 is the cosine of angle between the normal of the surface and the coordinate planes, that is k cap, that is cos gamma 1 ds1, which implies dx into dy is equal to cos gamma 1, sorry, for that of cos gamma 1 we can write, that is k cap dot n1 cap ds1. Similarly, also for S2, dx into dy is equal to cos gamma 2 ds2, which implies dx into dy is equal to, in place of cos gamma 2 I can write minus k cap dot n2 ds2. For what reason I introduce minus? Since gamma 2 is obtuse, the angle gamma 2 is an obtuse angle. Look here, the angle between n2 cap and k cap, this is gamma 2, that angle is obtuse, that is greater than 90 degree and less than 180. That's why for that of S2 plane we can introduce the projected area will be this much. Therefore, the equation 2 written as equation 2 written as, that is vector integration, sorry, that of volume integral del f3 by del z dx dy dz is equal to, that is the surface integral s1 f3 x y f1 dx dy minus surface integral over s2 f3 of x y f2 dx dy, or is equal to, we can write, that is surface integral over s1 f3 in place of dx dy, that is k cap dot n1 cap ds1 plus surface integration over s2 f3 k cap dot n2 cap ds2 is equal to, that is the s1 plus s2, that is whole surface s, f3 k cap taking common, that is n1 cap ds1 plus n2 cap ds2 is equal to the surface integration over S, that is f3 k cap dot, for that whole region we can write n cap ds, that is the entire surface. That's why the volume that of volume integral del f3 by del z dx dy dz is this much, that is equation number 3. Similarly, integration the volume integral del f2 by del y dx dy dz is equal to integration over surface integral of f3, that is n cap dot j cap ds 4, or we can write j cap dot n cap, dot product will be no such effect. Volume integral del f1 by del x dx dy dz is equal to surface integral f1 n cap dot I cap ds, equation number 5. Adding 3, 4 and 5, adding equation 3, 4 and 5, we have, that is the volume integral del f1 by del x plus del f2 by del y plus del f3 by del z dx dy dz is equal to surface integral f3, first we write f1 I cap dot n cap ds plus surface integral f2 n cap dot j cap ds plus surface integral, that is f3 n cap dot k cap ds, or the volume integration over v grad dot f, this is the divergence of that vector in place of dx dy dz, that is dv is equal to surface integration over S, that will be f1 I cap plus f2 j cap plus f3 k cap dot n cap ds, or the the volume integral divergence of that vector grad dot f dv is equal to, this is the f vector dot n cap ds, or we can write, that is the surface integral over S f dot n cap ds, that is ds vector. This one is the Gauss divergence theorem, which proves the theorem. Now we prove the Gauss divergence theorem. Overally, we look at here the relation between the surface integral and volume integral, the mathematical representation of that of Gauss divergence theorem. Now we prove that of Gauss divergence theorem. Now we solve some questions that is related to Gauss divergence theorem. Question number 1, find the value of the surface integral, that is r vector dot n cap ds, where r vector is the position vector of any point on that of closed surface. We have to solve that given integral. Now from Gauss divergence theorem, we have f dot n cap ds, that is the surface integral, to that of volume integral will be grad dot f ds. Let f vector is equal to r vector, the position vector I cap x, j cap y plus k cap z. Then equation 1 becomes integration over s r vector dot n cap ds is equal to the volume integration grad dot r dv is equal to the volume integration, that is I cap del by del x, j cap del by del y, k cap del by del z, dot in place of r vector, that is I cap x, j cap y plus k cap z into dv, or the surface integration over s r vector dot n cap ds is equal to, that change to what, integration over v, the dot product will be del x by del x, del y by del y, del z by del z into dv, or s r dot n cap ds is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3 integration over v dv. This one is the entire volume, s r dot n cap ds is equal to 3 into v. This is the final answer of that of given integral. Question number 2, using Gauss divergence theorem, evaluate the surface integral, that is the surface integral yz dy dz plus zx dz dx plus xy dx dy, where s is the surface of that sphere and the equation of the sphere is given as x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 9. Solution: yz dy dz plus zx dz dx plus xy dx dy, yz I cap plus zx j cap plus xy k cap dot I cap dsx j cap dsy plus k cap dsz. Here dsx is equal to dy dz, just a notation dsx, that's why dy dz is equal to that is ds vector dot f vector, where we write a vector is okay, that is the alternative way, that is f vector and this one is ds vector. That's why a vector is equal to yz I cap plus zx j cap plus xy k cap. Again similarly we can write that is dsy will be dz dx and dsz is equal to dx dy. So from Gauss divergence theorem, therefore from Gauss divergence theorem we have the surface integral s f dot ds is equal to convert to that of volume integral grad dot f dv, that is volume integral grad dot in place of f, that is yz I cap zx j cap xy k cap dv is equal to the volume integral v del by del x yz plus del by del y zx plus del by del z xy dv, that entire will be 0. Now we find the result of this given integral, the result will be 0. That's why in this particular video lecture we understand what is Gauss divergence theorem, that is the relation between surface integral and volume integral. If one of the integral is given, then we find the another one, or we solve the surface integral or volume integral by using this particular theorem, that is the Gauss divergence theorem. And the proof of that Gauss divergence theorem and two problems that is related to Gauss divergence theorem. So with this useful and informative notes, let me wind up this session. Thank you.